In today's video, we'll see how we can recover a deleted table in Snowflake. So for example, if you have accidentally deleted a table and if you want to recover that table in Snowflake, we'll see how we can do that. Right now I'm in Snowflake the trial account. So what I'm going to do is, let me refresh my schema here. And this is my demo test database. And right now I don't have any tables in this particular database. The database is demo test. The schema is public. Under public I don't have any tables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a table called customer new. So this is my table which has two columns, customer ID and customer name. I'm going to execute this one. So the table is created now. Let me refresh this database here. Now you could see the table is created here, customer new table is created here. So I'm going to insert three records into this table. Let me run this statement here. So the three records inserted here. So one customer 1, two customer 2 and three customer 3. Let me run this select query to show the data. So this is my table, customer ID, customer name, and I have three records in the table. And if you want to check the history of the table, you can run this command, show tables history, like the table name. If you run this command, this will give you the history of the database of the table. So this is created on the name here, schema, public, kind, table, all those things you can find here. Change tracking is off, is external, all those information you can find here. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the table now. So I have only three records right now, so with the two columns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the table with three columns now. I'm going to add one more column here, customer address. So when I create or replace table, it's going to replace the old table here. So for example, the old table have only two columns, the new table I have three columns. So if I run this particular statement here, this is going to replace the table. So this shows customer new successfully created. Let me run this query now. So you could see there is no record now because the table is created again, like because we execute a create or replace statement. So this replace existing database. So the old one is dropped and we get a new one here. And let me insert one more record in. Let me insert one record in the table now with uh, 4 and customer name as 4 and address is 4 here. Let me run this statement here. So now one record is inserted here. Now let me run this slide query here. So you see now in the table you have only one record with the customer ID 4, customer name is customer 4 and address is 4 here. But in case if you want the old data, like so by actually we replace this table and we want to get back the old data, how we can get that, that's what we're going to do see now. So this history like the table history, with the help of this command you can see the history of this table. Let me run this query statement again here. You could see there is for every when you drop a table you'll have entry here, like for example if you see here this created on date, you can find here the name is name, table name, database name, public, and you could see here number of rows is inserted one here, the previous one has three records here, and it shows here the drop down. You could see this column called drop down. This will show you when this table got dropped here. So what you can do is, if you want to retrieve this old table, we have to we have to change the existing table to a different name. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the name of the existing table to a different one. For example here table name is customer new. I'm going to replace this name with a different name here. For example here I'm going to rename the existing table, alter table, customer name, rename customer new. I'm going to do this one. So in that case the record which is the current table will be renamed to a different table name. That's what I'm doing now here. So here this table is replaced now, renamed now. If I run this refresh this database now, you could see the table name is now is rename customer new. Okay, so the table with customer new is now renamed to customer customer new table is now renamed to renamed customer new. Okay, so if I see the history, customer history table now, if you check the history of the table for customer new, you could see there is only one record in the table, which is this dropped. Okay, dropped on the particular date. Now if you want to retrieve this one, what you can do is just undrop the table name. Okay, so undrop the table and public customer new. If you run this undrop statement, this will recover the old table now. So the old table is restored now. Let me refresh this page. Let me refresh this. You could see the old table is now recovered here. And if you run this select query now, you could see only 3 record is there. But in the actual, if you check the in the recovered, like the modified one, for example, here we rename to different table, right? That will have the only one record. So this is that is the latest one which we rename to a different name. That will have only record, and which we undrop with the help of this undropped table statement. We just recover the deleted table here. If you run the statement now, select query from public customer new, you will get the deleted table here. So now you can see that we got the old 3 record with 2 columns. But we added a create a new table. We created a table again with 3 columns. That is this one that we renamed. That is what this is. 3 columns. But we want if you want the old table, then you can use this undrop and get your old table back. So by accidentally if you deleted table and if you want to recover, you can use this option to recover the table. That's pretty much for this video. Thanks for watching.